Hello and welcome to your Farming Simulator 15 map spotlight. This time we are on Netherlands Special. I know last time we did the Netherlands map and I found some pretty annoying issues for me. They were issues for me. I know there are a lot of people out there who just like starting off with everything and having the biggest equipment. I forgot when I loaded up the map to buy the Driftmobile. I've gone the wrong way there on the loan. So I'm gonna buy, if I can, because I've been playing on this map. I'm not sure if there's room at the shop. There we go, that's the Driftmobile. So, a lag spike. Good. Starting off on the right note, I see. So here we are at the shop, and pretty much straight away you can notice there's quite a lot of stuff here. And you can see the same kind of issue if I bring up the mini-map, or the map, that I found with the Netherlands map. Now this is also made by the same people. It's been rebuilt from the ground up again. It's got logging and forestry and all that kind of stuff. They've replaced every tree on the map with with a Farming Simulator 15 spec tree. And let's just have a look around what vehicles you get, because this is all of them. You get the butterfly mowers, the front mower as well, 2 tippers, the no-man truck this time. You get the 900 and the Flegel Bull. Instead of the giant case, you get the giant New Holland, which I don't really mind as much for some reason. I actually like the New Holland CR1090. You get the big X1100 again. You get another T8, just the one this time. You get a nice big Vaderstadt Cedar, windrower, potato planter. A completely inexplicable header trailer, because the header for the CR1090 actually comes with its own trailer. Baler, bale, picker, upper, auto stacker, and the Scorpion King. I just like doing that. You get the Scorpion King for no reason whatsoever. There is a forestry area, I can't remember where it is. Again, all fields on the map have been given to you from the start. Seeing as they gave you a forage harvester with a corn head, but no corn head for the harvester, I presume all the corn on the map is to be chaffed. And this is the map I'm currently using for myself. I gave up on Drayton because it was just too insane. So I'm chaffing the corn and harvesting the barley at the moment in my own map. It's a good map, it's a well-built map. There are no major issues. Getting around is a problem because it's a problem for me because I have no sense of direction in this game. So I just end up getting horribly lost the whole time. Here is, and I found it myself in my own playing, here is the tipping point for everything. I'm pretty sure this has no collisions again. Oh no, this one has collisions, because they made it huge. So you tip everything in here. Again, there's no hole under the grill, so it looks a bit silly. I kind of wish map makers would take the extra 10-15 minutes to fix that small issue if they can. Nice bit of storage space with the seeds and I think fertilizer in there. Some potatoes and sugar beet storage. Well, I never did check. Can you carry things in this? No. Okay. Potato, sugar beets, wood chip storage, kind of the basics. Another bit of storage for your equipment over here. And I'm gonna go down to what I think is the kind of the meat of the map. which is the cow zone. And, well, I suppose with a map this size and with so many fields clustered around the biogas plant, that could be... Actually, yes, I'm going to point this out because I really do like it. And I'm glad they get this into the Farming Simulator 15 version. The straw bale, husband and wife. Complete with small bales and round bales. Are the bodies made of bales as well? We shall never know, but I think this is just a nice little touch. And the hat has collisions. 10 out of 10, best map ever, top hat has collisions. I do wish that there was a chance of the farmer just randomly wearing a top hat, by the way. Oh, here's the forestry area, right beside the garden centre. So, it starts you off with a decent few trees actually, just driving through here. And, you know, you can get a pretty good start on forestry in this area. I think they went a bit overkill with the amount of trees on the map though. There are some fields where you pretty much have to do a headland manually because there is no way any hired worker in the world will ever be able to do them. And of course if you do a headland manually, you've got pretty much half the field harvested already, so you might as well just finish it off yourself. What field did I have that particular problem with? More importantly, where am I? It was field 24. It was field 36. I remember now. So, oops. So, field 40 there. Nice. The fields are actually a decent size, so... And there aren't too many of them. I'll say it again, I don't like the fact they just give you the biggest stuff in the game to begin with. That just kind of defeats the purpose, but... Especially when you've got this. Look at... You can't fit the header for the harvester through here at all. There is no space for it because they just went overkill with the trees. So if you want to harvest this, you gotta bring the header in at a weird angle, park it up sideways, and then bring the harvester in dead. You know, you pretty much have to go around with a chainsaw before you start this map and hope that none of the trees fall into fences. Because I'm actually gonna get... Will I get a chainsaw just to illustrate the point? Yes, because... So I'm just gonna get a chainsaw to illustrate my point here. And, because I have been messing around with this just a bit. And, it's quicker to run like this. I believe it was one of these trees that I cut down. So I just cut down this one here. And see what way it falls. Yeah, there's another minor issue. The trees occasionally decide they don't want to fall. So I'll just go down a bit farther and cut a weird angle there. And see what happens. No, still nothing? What about if I cut here? There we go, it's fallen from the skies and now it's falling on me. So yeah, there are some... Oh, it's fallen into the fence. So... I'll just retrieve this guy over here now. I can show you the problem. Because... Well, because there are trees everywhere, you're bound to end up with collision problems, and this is probably the most obvious, where number one, the tree flew out of the sky for no reason whatsoever, and then it decided to land right on the fence, despite my cuts showing it should fall that way onto these, which would also cause problems. Now I'll just demonstrate it again with this tree. Cut it there. So it should be falling now, but it's not, so I'll make another cut. Usually takes 2 or 3 cuts for these trees to decide they want to maybe fall. I'll just make another cut here. And no, nothing. Okay. The cut here, maybe. And what is holding this tree up? Okay, so let's just make a cut here and see what the tree decides to do. It is the god tree. We shall leave it at that. Okay, let's try with this tree that hopefully won't decide it likes floating. And just see what happens, because I'm interested. Is it more predisposed to falling a certain way, or is it just random chance? What? There's something cut down there? Okay. I'm not quite sure what there was to cut down there, but... No, you see, the trees here don't seem to fall at all. Which is possibly a good thing and probably intended, but... having trees that you can cut means they should fall. And not just become magical hover trees like that one over there. I'm gonna try cutting it out. You know, they should be falling, they should be... This is a problem that shouldn't be happening unless... I need farming simulator 15 is still a bit of a bug-ridden disaster zone. Whoop. Not quite sure how that happened, but it happened. My mother is shouting at everything today for some reason. Including the cat. Again, that cat is causing so many problems. These trees should be falling after the first cut. I shouldn't have to make multiple cuts. And then... that should most definitely not be happening. So... I wonder what happens if I cut just there. Because that should... cut straight through the bit that's floating, and there we go, and it's fallen into the fence again. I mean, the most common place for them to fall seems to be into the fence. And this is on a save file that I just use for map spotlights, by the way, so I'm not damaging my own map. I play on hard, I don't play on easy or normal. They could do with collisions. This has some nice collisions. I believe they changed the model of this from 2013. Sorry. That wheel could do collisions. These have collisions, but they're probably about 6 foot tall barrels of nothing. I would like if these gates worked. I mean, I'm just nitpicking at this map. It is very good. Again, like the Netherlands map, because it is the same mod team that made these. Starting off with the biggest equipment in all the fields isn't fun, in my opinion. It's good if you're doing just something to waste time. I mean, I suppose like I've gone and got this stuck now. Like my single player offline, you know, off-screen world is off-screen map is just something that I play to waste time and to test things and to practice things, so that you're not seeing all of the derp, I suppose. But there are a lot of things that could be fixed on these maps and in this game in general, and I know there's a patch on the way to fix them. So by the time this goes out, the patch might already be live, and some of the bugs that are in the game might be fixed. There's some people who think that intended features are bugs, such as the... this is one that perplexes me, and I don't quite understand why people think this. Why do people think... I hope there's somebody out there who does think this. Why do people think that a farmer would wrap straw bales if he's got sheds to store the bales in? Because living in Ireland, I know only grass or hay bales are wrapped for silage, but I've seen a number of people on in various places ask, well, why can't we wrap straw bales? This is a bug. If we bale using the default baler, the New Holland roly-poly moly holy moly thing, whatever it's called, and if I bale straw, it's not letting me use the Ursus bale wrapper. Well, of course it's not. You're not supposed to wrap straw bales. I know some people do for storage reasons, but generally speaking, you don't make silage out of straw. Or if you do, it's very low quality silage, because straw tends to be very dry anyway. So the fermentation doesn't go as well. Ooh, ooh, ooh. Can I do this? This is the kind of thing I do when I'm not on screen, but I'll make an exception this time. How far up can I go? This will be the end of the video, so this is just me screwing around. I'm going to give a quick synopsis of the map here. Of what I think, anyway. This is a well-designed map. There are obvious problems in that you own all the fields, but an XML edit can fix that. I'd prefer if you didn't start off with all the equipment, and if all the equipment was somewhere other than the shop. I'd prefer to see some smaller equipment, maybe the T8 or T6, and probably the round baler, despite it being more expensive, at the cow farm. And maybe owning fields. I suppose 34 to 36 would be the most obvious ones to start off with. Or field 44. They start you off with beets, potatoes and sugar beets in the ground. Where's the equipment to harvest it? I mean, if you're going to start a map with something in fields and something ready to harvest, where's the equipment? Give us the equipment to harvest the stuff you've given us by default in the map. It's not that... Oh my god, I can go all the way up here. I do believe this is the highest point on the map, barring the windmills, which have disappeared for now. Can I stand on this? Whoa. Oh my god, I can't. Awesome. So from these lofty heights, which are... I bet I can get higher. Okay, so that's as high as you can go. And I can still... If you're not good with heights, this is not the kind of game to play. I'm not good with heights and I'm feeling a bit woozy. Thank God it's a game. So, it's a good map. It's well implemented, it's bug free, it's error free. The mod team knows what they're doing, but I would prefer to see an option to have less fields at the start, maybe just field 17 or maybe just field 16. I would prefer if they gave us the equipment to harvest the potatoes and sugar beets they've given us at the start. I prefer smaller equipment. I mean, it's great for when you're just kind of messing about and want to spend a couple of hours in the game. Having that massive harvester is good. But there's no sense of achievement in getting the harvester. The floating trees, I think that's Giant's doing, to be honest. I'm not going to criticize the map makers for that one, because I know the trees have a lot of problems. Other than that, I mean, it's a good map. Everything's in it. So, a lot of the maps there's been Forestry's been missing. Hagenstadt, Langenfeld, and that Czech disaster had no forestry. Drayton had no animals. The Czech disaster had no working textures. The Netherlands map that I reviewed last time, and the Netherlands special, they're both fully working, fully implemented maps. So there's nothing missing. So I will leave you by saying I have been Rainbow Dave. This has been your Farming Simulator 15 map spotlight of the Netherlands special. Thank you for watching. Please remember to like, comment and subscribe. And I will see you next time. Goodbye! I think they improved the gravity.